Hi everyone, my name is DTD, and welcome to Doki Doki Salvation Remake. Now, this is a remake of a mod that was made like 7 years ago. I actually saw a playthrough of the original mod by a dude named Kmonger. By the way, I love your videos, very fun. Uh, but yeah, so I figured I'd play the remake for myself. So, a little bit of knowledge about the remake. It is a Sayori focused remake in which the MC saves Sayori from, Sayori herself. In the description, I will list the name of the person who made the mod. But anyway, let's just jump right on in. Alright, PCD, and go. I probably am going to have to blur out a lot of the gameplay, just by the way. Not all of it, just if, Sayori is herself. Everything would be easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Wait, what is this? I can't delete her? Why isn't it working? Wait, she can't die? That's just going to screw everything up! Oh no, I overdid this. I thought I had full control over the code. I really messed up. Help me. Okay. Hi, Monica. Oh, sorry. That just made me laugh a little bit. I jerk and rise up from bed suddenly. Hell? I shake my head and rub my eyes as I reach for my phone on the nightstand. It's around 2 in the morning, so I know I didn't get a good night's sleep. I rub my eyes and take a look out my bedroom window. To my surprise, Sayori's bedroom light seems to be on, which confuses me. Maybe she just forgot to turn off the lights because she went to bed. Before she went to bed. That seems like something she'd do. Oh, wait. What if she's up thinking about what I told her yesterday? I guess it would make sense. She literally told me about her depression. That's probably something she wouldn't joke about. Maybe I should check up on her. Or is that too weird? I'll call her up first. Maybe I'm overthinking this thing. Okay, so this mod takes place the morning or like late at night of uh day 4 or 5. And in this mod, the MC confesses his feelings for Sayori. So, yeah, just heads up. I pick up my phone and unlock it. Not before lowering the brightness so it doesn't absolutely destroy my eyeballs. Relatable. I click on Sayori's contact and hit call. Sorry, Sayori. Ooh. I love how it's so interactive. Huh? Straight to voicemail. Her phone is off? I guess she turned her phone off before bed? I should probably do that too. Hmm. Sayori's words are now racing all over my mind. I don't think I'll be able to sleep like this. But I have to. I need to be in the best shape for the festival. I did promise I'd spend it with her after all. Though, now that I think about it, I should have offered to do that in the first place. Screw it. I better go check up on her. Oh, wait. Wouldn't that make her feel bad? Considering she mentioned to us how much it bothers her when people worry? But we're dating now, aren't we? I'm wasting time. I put on some shoes and get ready to head outside. Sure enough, down the road, Sayori's lights are still on. I can't really see anything moving through her window though, so I'm still in the dark here. I start thinking back to what she told me yesterday about how I said I'd be there for her and all that, and well, that I also love her. I mean, I do love her, don't I? We're dating, right? If I'm being honest with myself, I'm still not too sure about my feelings for her. I don't want her to think I feel this way just because she's depressed, or that I just lied to make her feel better. Am I lying to myself about my own feelings because she's depressed? I really don't know anymore. I reached Sayori's front porch and let myself in, but not before knocking a few times on her front door. Her parents are almost never around, but they help Sayori pay rent, so I guess it still works out. Still, you think parents of a girl with, I don't want to say this too many times in case YouTube's like, nah, you can't say that so many times. A girl with, you know what, would stop by a little more often. I guess it's not really my place to judge. I slowly opened the door and poked my head into her living room. At this point, it's impossible not to feel awkward. Should I call out or something? I mean, I'm not trying to scare her either. Sayori? It's DTD. I saw your lights on and, well, I wanted to see how you're doing. No response. I'm starting to feel quite anxious now, but I also can't help but feel like I'm really overstepping my boundaries here. Isn't this a breach of prep? I suddenly hear a loud bang from upstairs. Alright, by the way, guys, I'm probably going to have to blur or, block whatever's about to come out. I don't think she's going to be, Sayori'd, but she might be holding, what, or putting it around her neck, or so I probably will have to deal with that. Sayori, you alright? I quickly rush upstairs without thinking. I grab the doorknob and wow. Um, I don't know if I can read this out loud. She's suspended in the air, her neck being crushed by the rope from her own weight. Her once cheerful voice is now reduced to weak garbles. Sayori! What is that? Doki Doki Salvation Remake. Ooh. Honestly, this is a really well made mod already, and we just started like 7 minutes ago. Written and coded by that guy. Salvation tracks. They even have their own music tracks. Holy crap! And this is a free mod. I mean, the original game is free as well, but holy crap, this is amazing. Look at this. 12 Geese Guy 6. I mean, look at what you're insane and how you're really good. You're really good. I appreciate the hard work. Intros and transitions, devious creations, original game concept, Dan Salvato, original character art, Satchel. This is an awesome intro, by the way. CG artwork, animatic. What animatic? Honestly, cool stuff here. Place testing. Some guy washer, blah 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 blah. Cool. Alright. Act 1, Sayori. Sorry, Act 1, Savior. You came for me? Why? Okay. Alright. Hey everyone! Literature Club is starting. As I'll have a seat and I fall to my knees in pain. That was strange. Oh. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, everyone. Literature Club. Ah! I fall to my knees again, much harder this time. What's going on? I nervously look around me. The atmosphere of the room has changed. Everything that I was just worrying about is gone and replaced with something greater. Whoa! Crazy. Whoa! Alright. I'm thrown to the floor by some otherworldly force, and my vision goes entirely to black. Okay, so we're in Monica's POV. Oh, Sayori! Uh, Hi. A girl with pinkish red hair appears in front of me, staring at me blankly. I've never seen this girl in my life. I know I haven't. Yet I'm somehow aware of her presence. She's always been here. In fact, there are two others. No, three. How is that possible? I quickly stand up and regain my bearings. Oh my gosh! Sorry, I never do this. Whoa. My world crumbles around me once again for a split second. Is this the napping? Oh wait, hold on. That's not Sayori's voice. Is this the napping clef? What's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. Nothing's wrong. This is... I pause. Not out of embarrassment or anything like how I was feeling before. It's pure and utter fear. Fear of what will happen next if I keep this conversation going. This isn't normal, and I have to find out why. This is the Literature Club. It's so great to have you. Why are we zooming into her? Wait, whoa, hey, what? It all began there. My epiphany. It all became painfully clear to me. Everything happens for a reason, right? I wasn't always like this. No, I never wanted to believe it. Despite everything coming apart around me, I never wanted to believe that my friends were all fake. Sayori and the others were the only light I had. But even that had to fade away eventually. And I'm here now. This is the decision I've made. This isn't how things were supposed to go, but I'll play along. Okay, so this was Monica's POV. Alright. Is this Nazi? My leg's been bouncing up and down fiercely as I wait for the doctors to let me see Sayori. Oh wait, no, this is MC's. It just all happened so fast. From the moment I lifted her up and removed the you know what, to the ambulance taking her away. It's been a few hours now and still just has many doctor screens on what I really want to hear. Let me fix the volume. A little loud, a little loud, a little loud. She's going to be okay. I place my face into my hands. I don't know if she's going to be okay. How could I? Did I let this happen? Was all this my fault? I should have been there for her. I should have been the friend she needed. But I was so dense. I never realized that the girl I knew from my childhood wasn't the same anymore. I realize now, more than ever, how terrible of a friend I've been to her. I call her out on her I called her out on her insecurities in front of her friends, straight up insulted her. Hell, I even think I ignored her for Natsuki at one point. I mean, hey, based. How could I take her for granted for so long? She's been my friend since we were kids. And after hanging out with her again after so much time had passed, I realized I do feel something for her. But it was too late for that. Hey, DTD? You doing alright? Hey, you're wearing the outfit! I look up to see a familiar face. The president of the Literature Club. I'm okay. But Sayori... I know, I understand. Did she... I slowly nod my head. I see. I'm so sorry, DTD. I really should have warned you sooner. Warned me? Are you saying you knew this was going to happen? No, not like that at all. But I feel like you should just... Monica sighs and looks down at the floor. Do you mind if I sit down next to you? I shake my head and move aside on the couch I was sitting on. I notice myself shivering quite a bit, probably due to all these nerves running through me right now. Though I guess Monica noticed and quickly rummages through her bag for a blanket of some sorts. DCD, you must be freezing. You're still in your pajamas. Yeah, well, I didn't exactly have time to change to anything more proper. I don't reject her blanket offer, though. I guess it is a little chilly in here. You seem pretty dressed up, though. Well, you see, the truth is, Sayori and I did talk before all this happened. She really did insist on staying home that day we were supposed to work together. The way she was typing, the way she worded her sentences, it just really didn't seem like her. And I let myself get further and further away from her as I got older. You're not blaming yourself for all of this, are you? I don't know anymore. That's the cold hard truth. I told her I loved her, thinking it would help. It didn't. I let myself drift apart from her, harming our friendship. Why wasn't I there to tell her how she was feeling? Did she try asking me for help and I was just too stupid to notice? Maybe I'd have been able to reach her better if we hadn't drifted apart. I clenched my fists and slammed them on my knees. Why her? Why does this happen to her? My vision starts to blur as tears begin to seep out and fall into my arms. Monica stays quiet, and my sobs start to mix in with the sounds of the hospital. This is a lot different from the Salvation mod I saw that, like, such a long time ago. Some time passes after Monica joined me in the still no signs of any doctors or nurses to tell me when I can see her. I guess I'm not too familiar with the process of stopping someone from, Sayoriing, nor the procedures that have to take place. Oh my gosh! Why can't I speak? Nor the procedures that have to take place to try and fix whatever she damaged. Her distressed face keeps flashing in my mind every time I close my eyes. I pull my phone out of my pocket to check the time. 6 in the morning. I'd probably be getting ready for school at around this time. Hey, Monica? Could you call the school and let them know I'm going to be absent today? Monica shakes her head. No need to worry, DTP. I've already sent emails to my teachers and explained an emergency came up. Plus, I'm sure the hospital already notified the school of the situation. I'm sure your teachers will understand. I slowly nod my head and look down at my hands. Suddenly, a doctor comes from a nearby room, looking quite tired. He nods and motions for me to come towards him. Monica, can you come with me? I don't know if I can handle what I'm about to see by myself. Of course. I planned on it. I handed the blanket back to Monica and get up from the couch. I walk swiftly up to the doctor and start pestering him with questions. Is she okay? How is she? Is she in any pain? How long till she... The doctor, to my surprise, chuckles and pats my shoulder.
She's all right, son. You actually saved her life.
Saved? Saved her life? What?
Yeah. We only had to intubate her for a few moments. If you had been there any later, I think she would have been in a much worse condition.
I saved her? What is it about those words that feel so hard to believe?
Oh, she did get pretty bruised up from that rub. A few of her veins were ruptured, but luckily no arteries were damaged.
Ugh. That sounds painful.
To put it simply, she'll be okay. We've notified her parents and contacted her school. We're going to keep her here for a few days. She's in a medically induced coma at the moment, but if you'd like to see her, you can go ahead.
The doctor slowly opens a large door to reveal a somewhat large hospital. I slowly step inside, not before taking a deep breath and preparing myself for what I'm about to see. Maka follows shortly behind me. I quickly walk in and stop dead in my tracks. She seems to be sleeping soundly, but I know it's just the meds keeping her under. Her neck is bandaged up, and I assume her fingers aren't much different. Oh, Sayori. I slowly walk up to the bed and gently place my hand over hers. The doctor's words ring back to me. You saved her life. I still don't feel like I did. I feel like all this just made it way worse. That word has never felt this heavy before. I mean, sure, it's a depressing subject, but it carries a much heavier meaning when you catch your best friend herself. I thought my worries would ease after I saw her, but now they're growing. What's going to happen when she wakes up? What's she going to say to me? What's she going to think when she realizes I'm the one who stopped this from happening? Is she going to hate me? I turn towards Monica, who seems lost in thought as she stares at Sayori. My vision begins to blur, and tears start to fall on top of Sayori's hand. But you know what? As much as it straight up sucks, she's alive. My best friend is still alive. The heart monitor in the back... Oh, gosh, I burped. The heart monitor in the background is proof of that. Through my blurred vision, I reach over and brush away strands over Sayori's hair so it doesn't block her face. Everything's going to be okay, Sayori. I'm here for you. I mean, you almost were. But, you know, you did make it in time, kind of. Some time has passed. I guess I must have dozed off in this chair not too far from Sayori's bed. I slowly rub my eyes, and to my surprise, I see a familiar face in front of me. It's Sayori's mother, sitting in a chair next to Sayori. She looks incredibly distressed and upset. Not that that's any surprise to me. I've only met her a few times, mostly when I was younger. When Sayori turned 18, her parents began working harder and longer shifts, with her dad moving overseas. They don't really stop by too often these days, but I guess they figured Sayori would take care of herself. Which is baffling to me because surely they knew about her depression, right? Unless Sayori kept this from them as well. She notices I'm awake and gives me a sad smile. I give her a light smile back. We don't really say much to each other, though. There's nothing either of us can say that would really make this situation feel any different. I pull out my phone and check the time. Most of the morning has gone by already, and I'm starting to feel quite hungry. How have you been, DTD? I jump slightly after hearing her speak. She isn't looking at me, but I notice tears rolling down her eyes. Also, come on. You didn't want to put in, Okay, fine. It probably saved on production time. I'm okay. Good. That's wonderful. Her voice cracks. It's almost as if she's trying to keep herself together by asking me this question. I notice Monica is nowhere to be seen. I assume she must have headed back to school without telling me. Sayori's mother checks her watch and looks rather surprised. Forgive me, DTD, but could I ask you a huge favor? Of course. Anything. I've really got to get going. My job doesn't exactly give me much free time. I can't be away for too long. Dude! Your daughter needs you! What the heck? My job doesn't give me enough free time? Really? Your daughter needs you! That's not a good excuse! Dude! What? That's... As much as I'd love to stay here and watch her, I can't afford to lose a job. Oh, well, okay, I guess that's a good reason. I wouldn't be able to afford the hospital bills if I did. But her dad is on his way, so you don't have to burden yourself by staying here. She stutters over her words. Okay, maybe I'm judging her a little bit too much. It's okay, ma'am. I promise I'll take good care of her. There's no trouble. She begins to cry a bit harder this time, but she manages to say thank you before bowing and walking out of the room. I guess I know a little bit more about where her parents are gone most of the time. Working hard to support their daughter. I wonder if Sayori's ever felt burdened by that. I get up from the chair I slept in and walk over to Sayori's bedside. Hey, Sayori. Just wanted to talk, I guess. That you can really hear me. I wanted to apologize for everything. It's my fault you're in this situation. If only I'd come for you sooner. No. If only I'd stayed by your side. If only I kept that promise I made to you all those years ago. You know the one. The same day I helped you win that big stuffed cow you wanted so violently. I'd always be your bestest friend. I sure am a horrible best friend for letting things end up this way. I feel a tear roll down my cheek. I'm just glad that you're alive, Sayori. I don't know what I'd do with myself if I lost you. I softly placed my hand over her bandaged one. But I promise, I'll always be here for you, through thick and thin, because that's what friends do. I gently lift her hand up and out of the blanket and kiss it softly. As I place her hand back underneath the blanket, I feel a bit embarrassed, but I don't care anymore. Even after all this, I still think I'm in love with Sayori. I always have been. Have I? I don't even know the real you. Nearly jumped after hearing a light knock on the door.
Oh, you're still here. Someone was looking for you. thought you had already left with your friend from earlier.
I shake my head.
Well, I have to ask you to leave the room because we need to perform a few checkups of Miss Sayori here.
Oh, sure. Sorry. Who was looking for me? He smiles as he guides me out of the room.
Right. I believe they're a friend of Sayori's. They wanted to invite you for lunch.
I wonder who it might be. Monica, maybe?
She's in the waiting room. You should be finished within the hour.
Thanks, Doctor. It's probably Natsuki. I walk out of the room and the door closes slowly behind me. I sigh and rub my eyes to hide any tears that might be left behind. The hallways of the hospital are a lot more lively than before, with doctors and nurses running back and forth, attending to many other patients. I walk back down to the waiting room and am surprised to be greeted with... Yep, I guessed it! Hey, DTD. Surprised to see me here? Yeah, actually. How did you... Well, Monica told us about it and canceled the festival as well. I see. I'm not sure how I feel about Monica just going and telling Natsuki and Yuri about all this. Sayori barely wanted to tell me about her condition. I can't imagine how she feels about the whole club knowing about it. Listen, I'm pretty hungry and, well, do you want to go grab a bite to eat in the cafeteria? I only nod in response. Let's go, Natsuki, yay! Natsuki and I grabbed 2 sandwiches from the cafeteria before heading back to the waiting room to eat! It was extremely crowded. Natsuki didn't seem keen on sitting in there, so we decided on the waiting room. Hey, oh wait, sorry, that's me. Hey, aren't you gonna head back to school? Are you kidding? And let you skip the whole day too? As if. Besides, why would I want to go back to school after what happened to Sayori? Wouldn't really be able to focus. Really? Were you guys close or something? Natsuki gives me a look that immediately that immediately makes me feel like an idiot. I guess this kind of proves I don't really know Sayori or Natsuki so well as well. And I tried dating her too. Natsuki grumbles to herself as she takes a pretty hearty bite out of her sandwich. Well, I wouldn't call it close, but she was my friend. I would think that would be obvious to you. But, guess I was wrong to assume that about you. I shake my head and continue eating my lunch. We continue eating in silence. There really isn't much for us to talk about anyway. I know she finished eating a lot faster than I did, as if she was starving or something. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about all that. Now that was a good sandwich. What? Really? You think so? That was pretty bland to me. Yeah, well, you wouldn't even know good food if it hit you in the face. Right. I forgot who I'm talking to. I shrug my shoulders and continue eating. I'll admit, this was a little bit of a nice distraction from all this. But now my mind has shifted back to Sayori in her current state. I wonder if she's awake yet. Around 30 minutes go by and the doctor finally appears from Sayori's room down the hallway. He flashes me a thumbs up and gestures that it's okay for me to go back. Come on, Natsuki. Let's go see Sayori. Oh, already? Okay. I slowly walk in and Natsuki follows shortly after. I hear a light gasp escape from her before she looks away. Hey, you gonna be alright? Yeah, it's just... Natsuki tries very hard to hide the emotions in her voice, but it fails. It's just really weird seeing her like that. All those tubes in her body. Is this also my fault? Of course not. Don't blame yourself for this. No one knew this could have happened. Natsuki quickly wipes her tears and takes a deep breath. Okay. I'm sure she'd hate to see me crying like this anyway. Look, just don't tell him you saw me like this, okay? I wouldn't even think of it. I follow Natsuki as she slowly walks up to Sayori. She sniffles slightly and rubs her eyes before speaking. Hey, Sayori. It's me, Natsuki. Gosh, this is so weird, isn't it? Can you even hear what I'm saying right now? I feel like an idiot. But, well, I just wanted to say that I really appreciate having you as a friend, and I'm really glad you're okay. I know it was kind of mean to you at first, but I just didn't really get to know you all that well, that's all. But if I'm being completely honest with you, really brought a lot. You really brought a lot to the club. I can't imagine anyone else as vice president. So you better get better fast. I don't think I'd ever forgive you for letting me alone with DTD. I chuckled to myself, and Natsuki giggles as well, not before wiping away a tear from her eye. Well, I honestly wasn't expecting that from you. What? You think I don't have a heart or something? Well, no. I guess I don't really know what I was expecting. Let me ask you something, DTD. Just last week, if I had to guess, you were trying to hit on me, weren't you? I nearly last week. Oh, you mean like for the past year? Yeah, I really like Natsuki a lot. I nearly fall over at Natsuki's extremely forward question. It's not something I know myself, really. Something just compelled me to go after her, almost as if it wasn't my own decision. But regardless of what happened, the truth is that I did try to go for her. I mean, one look at my poems would tell you that. Why else would I bother writing about puppies and kittens and all that? Well, I didn't really expect you to be so forward with me, first of all. Well, I figured I'd ask you now. I don't think there's really a right time to ask anyway. I see. Well, I guess if we're all being honest here, yeah, I did. Yeah, I knew it. You knew? The whole time? Oh, come on, it was obvious as heck. I mean, I do appreciate you taking my side and liking my writing, but I kind of always knew Sayori was your kind of girl. Plus, after really thinking it over, I should really try and improve my writing a bit more. I don't mean going all cryptic and weird like Yuri, though. But over the weekend, I realized I could probably get a little bit more creative with my word choices. Well, that's great to hear then. Honestly, I'm just glad things don't have to be awkward or anything. Yeah, Sayori, she's special. I don't really think I showed all that much, but deep down, she's still one of my closest friends, you know? Yeah, I understand. I don't really think I have anyone I can call a close friend, but I can handle being by myself, too. I'm learning to be independent, and that's a very important skill. I chuckled to myself. Now that's the Natsuki I know. I hear a phone go off, seemingly coming from her. As she takes it out, she seems slightly annoyed. Anything wrong? Not really. My friends were just asking me where I'm at. It is lunchtime at school after all. I didn't exactly want to mention why I'd be skipping out today. I understand. Natsuki quickly types a message and puts her phone away. She sighs and looks back at Sayori, looking very lost in thought. I feel a bit guilty now. I'm not really sure if this situation was called for Natsuki and I to have a casual conversation like that. Regardless, we don't really say anything to each other anymore. I think it's better that way. Aww. It's already around the time school is over. I spent most of my day here in this room, watching on my friend who hasn't moved an inch since I got here. I'm extremely exhausted. The sleep I got earlier wasn't nearly enough to get me back up to speed. I miss my bed. And yeah, I can't imagine leaving Sayori by herself. It just feels wrong. It's not like I don't trust the doctors or nurses that work here. I just feel like I should be there for her as well. I nearly jump after hearing a light knock on the door. Well, I've been jumping this entire time. A nurse walks in and surprisingly, Maka follows shortly after. Hey, DTD. I honestly didn't expect you to spend the whole day here. I shrug my shoulders. I'm not leaving Sayori's side until I'm kicked out of here. Actually, that looks like it'll happen soon. Visiting hours are almost over. Well, I remember hearing that at least one person can stay with a patient if necessary. Oh, well, that won't be necessary then. I talked to Sayori's mother and her dad will be staying overnight with her. You know her mom? Yeah, it's required that I know of the girl's parents. Club president stuff, you know. Huh, well, that's new. No one ever told me about that. So, you know my mom too? Maka fidgets a little, with a little bead of sweat. Well, yeah, but I never had any reason to contact her, I guess. It's for emergency reasons. Right. So, what are you doing back here? Not that there's anything wrong with that. Gosh, so many questions, ETD. Oh, right. Sorry. How about I walk you home? I'm sure you hate to be alone during all this. Um, nah, I'm okay. I'd actually rather be alone right now. It's, well, it's a lot to take in. You understand, right? Yeah, I understand. Guess I'll stay here for a few more minutes then. You surely get your rest, though. I'm sure Sayori wouldn't like for you to suffer for her sake. Once again, I shrug my shoulders in response. She gives me a friendly smile as I head out the door. For some reason, I feel like I should be suffering right now. I feel like I deserve for letting Sayori drift away from me. But there is some truth to Monika's words, I think. She'd probably tell me to get some rest as well. I decide to take the long way through the city, almost as if I'm biding my time for something, though I'm not quite sure what. I place my hands in my pockets and just look down at the sidewalk. What a day. Even in my own thoughts, I don't know what to think to myself. It just hurts so much to think about how much pain Sayori was in. I had no idea. I just feel like I should have done more. I know I could have done more. I'm so stupid. Ow! What the? I quickly look up to see. Oh, Yuri. Hi. Uh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Yuri? What are you doing here? DTD? Oh, DTD, I'm so sorry. I'm so clumsy I didn't even see you. Oh no, that was entirely my fault. I'll help you with your books. It's obvious Yuri doesn't want me to get her books for her, so I quickly pick them all up before she has any objections. What are you doing out here? Oh, well, I heard the news about Sayori. I wanted to go see her. I was just there. Missing hours are ending in a bit, I believe. That's what Monica told me anyway. Really? I'm always messing things up, aren't I? No, it's okay, it's fine, really. I'm sure Sayori wouldn't mind at all. Yuri stays quiet and sniffles. Well, I guess I'll just head home then. I'll visit her tomorrow. I'll probably be there too, the whole day. Natsuki's also skipping her second half of class to come see her. Natsuki as well. So, I'm the only one who didn't visit. Trust me, it's okay. I'm almost positive she'd understand. She'd probably say stuff about how school is more important or something. Thinking about it, I don't even think Yuri liked me all that much back in the club. We never talked to each other much after the first few days. Was it because I never took her writing advice, or that I just sided with Natsuki all the time? Why does it feel like it literally read my game files? I don't know. It feels weird. Like, that's literally what happened, but okay. Yuri? I wanted to apologize for not really taking any of your advice last week about writing. I don't want you to think I didn't appreciate or anything. It's just, I don't really know what came over me. I mean, joining a club, surrounded by all these girls I never met before, it was all pretty overwhelming. You know what I mean, right? Yuri giggles lightly. You don't need to explain yourself to me. I completely understand. If we're both being honest with each other, I'd be lying to myself if I said it didn't bother me. I guess I saw you as another chance to find someone who appreciates me for who I am and isn't afraid of me, that I started saying too much, didn't I? I'm so sorry. It's okay, Yuri. Again, that's why I apologize. I didn't mean to make you feel that way or anything. Yuri stays quiet, fidgeting with her hair. An awkward silence now sweeps over us. Well, I should get going. Will I see you at the hospital tomorrow? Yeah, I think so. I should be able to afford missing class then, so I'll be there all day. Great, we can get to know each other a little more then. Sounds good? Yeah, I'd like that. I'll see you, TTD. I turn around and start heading back towards my house. I don't exactly know if that would be considered a success in making a friendship or not. Like I said to her earlier, Yuri and I didn't exactly get to know each other well in club. Didn't I get my phone ignored one time? I can't really remember anymore. I let out a pretty hearty yawn and rub my eyes. I really should get some proper sleep. I'm so tired I completely forgot I'm still in my pajamas from last night. Wow. Though I'm pretty sure I'm going to be up all night thinking about Sayori. As I reach my neighborhood, I catch a glimpse of Sayori's house just a little short ways from mine. Today would have been very different if Monica didn't wake me up last night. I guess I never got to thank her properly for that. I think back to the day Sayori confessed to me about her condition. I didn't understand her at all. I didn't understand how she was feeling, but I really wanted to help her. I really did. I wish I could tell her that. I wish I could just hold her and tell her that I really wanted to make things better for her. And Monica, she told Sayori that Natsuki was coming over, right? If Monica knew how Sayori was feeling, why did she bother mentioning that? I shake my head. It's probably just a coincidence. Not like I expected Monica to know exactly how Sayori is feeling at any moment either. I take one last look at Sayori's house before heading back inside my own. I'll see you tomorrow, Sayori. Okay, something's definitely different here. I've lost control over all these files. Why? The game is continuing despite all this? Are things meant to play out this way? Natsuki and Yuri are acting quite different as well. In any case, this shouldn't be a problem. I got this. If I'm being honest, seeing how everyone's reacted to all this has been interesting. But they really don't feel this way. They can't feel at all. Although, Sayori's heart monitor still rings in my head over and over and over again. Again, it wasn't your fault. Why is this giving me Amori vibes? It was. I know it was. Because all I had to do was take care of you and watch over you, like any friend should. We drifted apart. That's nobody's fault. Are you telling me there was nothing, absolutely nothing that I could have done to prevent this? Yes. Because no one can help me, DTD. You don't understand me. But I want to understand. Can't you see I'm trying? I slowly open my eyes, only to close them back after realizing how bright it is outside. It's an indication that I let myself sleep in for quite some time. I turn over and check the time on my phone. Sure enough, it's already 10:30 in the morning. Very late for school, but just in time before visiting hours at the hotel? At the hospital begin. I quickly slip on some casual clothes and head downstairs to make a quick breakfast before heading out. As I'm about to enter Sayori's room, I hear some light clatter coming from the other side. To my surprise, all three girls are right here in Sayori's room. Cool. All three of them decide to skip class for Sayori. Hey DTD, guess someone decided to sleep in, huh? And on a school day too, no less. DTD. What? You honestly didn't expect me to go to school after all this happened. Don't worry, DTD. School was canceled today, so you're all good. It was? I don't remember hearing anything about that. Neither did we. But Natsuki and I were willing to skip class together until Monica sent us a text message. That said, Monica, why was school canceled in the first place? Monica fidgets a little, almost as if she wasn't expecting to be asked this type of question. You messed with the game files, didn't you? Oh, something about the school needing an emergency fumigation. Some kind of rat problem. Rats? We have rats at our school? Disgusting! Ew! Natsuki, can you keep it down? I'm sure the other patients in the hospital don't really appreciate all the noise you're making. Natsuki grumbles and quiets down. I glance over at Sayori, who looks exactly the same as she did yesterday. If it wasn't for her heart monitor and her chest slowly rising up and down as she breathes, I'm sure most people would have assumed she's dead. Oh, hey, where's her dad? He stayed overnight, right? That's right. He went out to get some stuff. Something about getting Sayori's favorite things. I don't know. He didn't really elaborate, which is understandable. Right. Hey, Yuri. I'm hungry. Wanna go grab a bite at the cafeteria? Natsuki, isn't it really early for lunch? Not for me, it isn't. Jeez, so inconsiderate. Fine. I guess I am a little hungry. Let's go. Will those two ever be friends? I think they're both willing to try. Monica slowly walks up to Sayori and places her hands on the edge of her bed. she's going to wake up. Me too. Just a few more days now, I guess. I can't believe I actually walked in on her just in time. It was all just a big stroke of luck, huh? I guess so. Whatever it was a good thing it happened, didn't it? Would have left her hanging if that was the case. Yeah, Monica, I don't think this is the time for jokes. What the hell? That's in poor taste, isn't it? A joke like that? Monica suddenly looks like she wasn't expecting for me to really react in this way. It's just strange. Was she expecting me to laugh at something like that? Sorry, DTD. I'm not very good at trying to make light of a bad situation. Then wouldn't it have been better to not say anything at all? Yeah, you're right. Sorry, DTD. I didn't mean to make you upset or anything. It's fine. I guess this isn't something any of us are used to dealing with, huh? Monica slowly nods her head and stares at Sayori. If there's anything I noticed about her, it's that her eyes don't seem as upset as Natsuki's or Yuri's. She seems to be somewhat indifferent. I don't really know Monica all that well, so I could be misjudging her heavily. It also seems like she's got a lot more on her mind, and I'm sure this situation isn't helping it. I mean, maintaining a club, focusing on all her classes, and then this had to happen. She's got to be pretty stressed out. Monica? How are you holding up? Me? I'm doing okay. I mean, as okay as I could ever be during something like this. You sure? You really got a lot on your mind. I'm fine, really. Well, if you say so. I look back at Sayori and let my mind drift away as I think back to the day she invited me to the club. I was so mean to her at the time. She only ever wanted me to join the club with her, and I kept shutting her down. I only ever went because I heard there was going to be cupcakes or something. And how about you, TT? You definitely seem to have a lot going on your mind. Why don't you talk about it? Well, of course I do. But I don't really know if I'm ready to discuss how I'm feeling about all this. All I can say is, I feel guilty about everything. I completely understand you, Steve. But you can't blame yourself for everything that happened. See, Sayori's always been this way. Probably way before you two even met. Really think so? I'm pretty sure. Sounds like you know quite a bit about her, huh? I mean, of course, we started the club together after all. I see. Well, there's this feeling I can't shake. Like, all this happened because I joined the club. She saw me with Natsuki and Yuri and thought that she deserved to feel that pain. I can't help but feel like I put her through all this. And then to top it all off, I confessed her feelings to her after she told me about her condition. Must have felt so much worse after that. Well, it could have been worse. You could have told her that you were her closest friend or something like that. I kind of feel like telling her my feelings wasn't the best way to go, though. What if that could have been the right thing to say to her? I don't want her to think I only said that because she told me about her condition, you know? But that isn't your fault. No one would hold you accountable for just saying how you felt. Maybe it was just bad timing or bad judgment, but definitely not your fault. Bad timing. Yeah, that's for sure. Not a word is spoken between us for quite some time, and the silence is only broken by a nurse knocking on the door and walking in. She kindly greets us both before going over to Sayori's bed and adjusting a few things. Do you ever think about how easy it would be to just put Sayori off of misery? What the heck? My eyes widened and I shoot Monica a stern glance. I didn't mean for it to come out like that. How is that supposed to come out? I guess my brain is just kind of going wild right now. But just think about it, do you ever think her life is going to get any better when she wakes up? It's probably going to be very painful for her. I stay silent. Things are never going to be the same, DTD. Surely you can see that as well. That's what's bothering me so much about all this. She's not going to be the same girl you once knew. She has no reason to put up that front she's always had because everyone knows the truth. I hate to think about what happened if she... Just stop it! I don't want to think about that right now. But I can't help but lean towards the idea that she's right about all that. I mean, therapy is going to help. It has to. What's a loser like me supposed to do for a girl like Sayori? The best thing I can do for her is be like a best friend should. Monica, can I ask you something weird? Sure, ask away. What kind of person is Sayori to you? What does she mean to you? Mean to me? Monica closes her eyes and stays quiet for a while, almost as if she's really thinking hard about what she has to say. Well, she's the vice president of the literature club. She's the one who helped me get the club going. I didn't know her all that well before then. Better than me, at least. Maka shoots me a strange glance before continuing. Well, in terms of what she means to me as a person, I don't know if I could really have a proper opinion on that. I only know about how she acts around me and the others, but I don't really know her. We did have somewhat of a good connection in the beginning of the club, but after what's happened, I still don't feel like I know her. Does that make sense? Yeah, I guess it does. So does anyone know Sayori? I mean the real Sayori. I obviously didn't. Maka sighs and turns her head towards Sayori. I'm gonna get going, it's T2. I'll see you tomorrow? I only nod in response. Tell Natsuki and Yuri I'm heading out. I'm now alone with Sayori again. Well, me and the nurse, but she seems focused on her work. A few minutes go by before she gives me a friendly smile and heads out the room. I walk over to her bedside and place my hands on the rail. Hey Sayori, I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm here again, just like I promised. No response, as expected, of course. Her beeping heart monitor is enough for me. Yeah, Natsuki and Yuri and Monica all came over to see you. Guess you've got a lot of people who cares, huh? Your mom and dad, too. They've been working really hard taking care of you. Isn't that cool? Jeez. It's only been a day and it feels like forever since I've been able to talk to you. I don't know if you heard what Monica said, but, well, I can't help but feel like she's right about all that. I never got to know the real you. I thought I did, but clearly that was very wrong. If only I had known sooner. I glanced over to her heart monitor, which started to beat a little faster than normal. Her heart rate increased from 680 680. Then she'd be dead. From 68 to 74 in just a few seconds. Did she? I quickly look around for something to call the doctor without making a ruckus. Sure enough, besides Sayori's bed was a little phone that had a call nurse button on it. As I'm about to hit the button, I notice Sayori? Sayori's eyes slowly open, which makes me involuntarily gasp out loud. She blinks a few times before her eyes turn to look at me. We make eye contact. A tear starts to form in my eyes, her heart rate increases. Without looking away from her eyes, I push the button on the phone and let it fall to the ground. Aw. A single doctor and nurse calmly begin asking Sayori questions as she stares up at the ceiling.
Can you breathe okay?
Sayori nods slowly.
Okay, we're going to remove the oxygen mask now.
The mask slowly comes off Sayori's face and is placed on the side. Suddenly, Sayori slowly points to her neck and shakes her head. Is she unable to speak?
I understand. Your voice will probably be hoarse for quite some time.
She shakes her head again and opens her mouth to speak, only to be interrupted by violent coughs.
Take it easy, Sayori. You still need time to recuperate. Son, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Privacy reasons. I'm sure you'll understand.
I catch Sayori's eyes move towards me. Yeah, sure. I'll be outside, Sayori. I walk backwards, not letting my eyes off Sayori. I see her hand move up slightly, only to fall back down weakly. I walk outside the room and close the door behind me. She's awake. Way sooner than I thought, but she's awake. And responsive too. Well, sort of. I catch Natsuki and Yuri walking together down the hallway. Natsuki waves at me and I wave back. Man, I was starving. Those sandwiches sure hit the spot. I thought they were pretty bland. I would have imagined someone who knows how to bake so well would also have some higher standards when it comes to food. Oh, shut up, Yuri. What would you know about it anyway? She's awake. Whoa, really? Can we see her? I'm sure when the doctor's finished, yeah. They'll have to make sure she's okay after being knocked out for a full day. She must have been hungry. Did they put her on a feeding tube of some sort? I shake my head. They said they'd only do that if she stays under for more than 24 hours. She was just about to hit that until today. But it is interesting. I didn't expect her to wake up so soon. Well, I look forward to talking to her, that's for sure. I'm thinking we should give her some time to reciprocate. Recuperate. Seeing us all at once may overwhelm her. I think Yuri's quite right. Maybe you two I think Yuri is right. Maybe you two can come over tomorrow after school or something. Plus, I kind of wanted to be alone with her for a while. I really need to talk things out with her. Talk things out? You're really going to put more emotional baggage on her right now? I shake my head. It's not really my place to say. All I ask is if I could get some alone time with her a little bit. I'm sure she'll be back to her old self by tomorrow. No offense, but what makes you think you're any more qualified to be there for her than we are? I don't know. I'm probably not. But I guess I'm just trying to make up for my guilt. And besides, Maka had to get going, so if you put it that way, I guess you got a point. Well, if that's what you want, DTT, we'll respect your wishes. Natsuki, would you like to check out the local library with me? What? You serious? But you know we don't exactly agree on what we consider to be literature. That's alright. You don't have to come along if you don't want to. Fine. But I'm only going because you'll probably get lonely or something. The two girls walk up together, chatting amongst themselves. As for me, I stay close to Sayori's room and wait for the doctors to let me back inside. My mind is already in a rush, trying to figure out the right thing to say to her when I see her again. How are you feeling? Is everything okay? I shake my head. Nothing seems right. What are you supposed to say to someone who tried to... Yeah. Hey, Sayori, glad you didn't die. As if. I set myself down on the floor and laid my head back against the wall. She must be so scared right now. I mean, does she even remember that I walked in and saved her life that night? Here she is, waking up in a completely unfamiliar place, and all these strangers asking a bunch of questions. Maybe Monica has a point. Things aren't ever going to be the same. But you know what? I'm making a promise to myself and to Sayori. I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure everything is okay. I'm not sure if you can do that, buddy, but alright. I'm getting really anxious. I've been alone with my thoughts for, 30 minutes now? What could possibly be going on in there? It's not that I don't trust the doctors or anything, I just really want to make sure Sayori's okay. Am I being overly obsessive about this? I never really thought about that. What if she doesn't want to see me right now? What if she hates me for saving her? What if she feels worse just because I'm there, trying to care for her? What if...
Sir, you're free to see your friend. She's just resting now.
I quickly stand up and brush off any dust off my clothes. I take a deep breath and step inside. The TV across the room is turned on and tuned to some sort of reality show I don't recognize. Sayori is sitting out in her bed, eating a sandwich very slowly. Her eyes dart towards me, but quickly go back down to her plate. Her bandages that were over her neck are now removed and show a deep bruise in its place. Besides that, everything about her seems okay. But what I'm really worried about is what could be going on inside her head. Sayori? Hey. She looks at me and blinks a few times, almost as if she was trying to make sure I was actually there. What do I say to her? What can I even say? Hey, DTD! Her voice is very hoarse, but I'm surprised she was the first to speak up. And she seems to be acting like herself again. That's what I would like to think anyway. Her smile quickly fades and she looks directly at me. What are you doing here, DTD? That question feels like a punch to the gut. From anyone else, it would have felt different. But coming from her, it feels heartbreaking. Why wouldn't I be here? I'm here to make sure you're okay. But I am okay. You don't really need to be here with me. But Sayori, everything is okay, isn't it? I can go home and pretend nothing ever happened, right? I can go to school, see all my friends, and no one will worry about me anymore, right? Right, DTD? I stay silent. Tears are flowing down her face, and she's still trying so hard to keep herself together. Her last walls are starting to break down. I'm the first witness to all of it. Everything is going to be okay, because I'm okay, and no one will worry anymore. Nothing a little smile can't fix. Smiles. All Sayori buries her face in her hands and begins sobbing loudly. Why am I such a failure? At everything I try, I always fail. I'm no good. Just let me go, TTD. Please just let me go. I rush over and wrap my arms around her body. Her heart is beating incredibly fast, and her body is shaking with every sudden breath. Her cries become muffled as she buries her face into my shirt. Why did I do this to myself, DTD? It just feels like my heart and my brain were on fire. In that moment, It's okay, Sayori. I'm here now. I'll always be. I promise. I'm going to do everything I can to make sure everything is okay again. Other than our sudden and intermittent breaths, she stays silent for a while. We stay together, held like this for what seems like a million years. DTD, that night, I really thought it was the last time I was going to see you again. I memorized every moment because I wanted it to be the last thing I thought of. I didn't want to hurt you. I never wanted to hurt anyone. But the rain clouds, the rain, the thunder, it was burning me, DTD. It hurt so much. I gently run my hair through her hair. I gently run my fingers through her hair. I understand, Sayori. I don't blame you for this. Nobody does. I'm just glad I'm with you right now. Me too. I feel Sayori's arms rise up slowly and wrap around my back. I must chuckle at how relieved I am to feel this. I don't care how long I'm going to stay in here. I'm going to hold Sayori for as long as I can. I'm going to cherish every second, because just a few days ago, I would have never gotten the chance again. A few minutes go by. I am let go of Sayori, and she hasn't let go of me. I've just been standing here, sobbing intensely. When it feels like I've calmed down, anything Sayori does only brings back a torrent of emotions. After a few more minutes, I sigh and try to pull myself together. I break out of our embrace and instinctively hide my face from her. I never let go of her hands. I hate seeing you cry, DT. You never cry. Guess it's a day of firsts, huh? I wipe away my tears again and try to look Sayori in the eyes. Well, at least I'm not a complete emotionless snob like you probably thought I was. I never thought that about you. I do wish you smiled a little more, though. Ironically, her saying this makes me smile. And also makes my lips quiver with emotion. Maybe when I'm not an absolute mess. I shouldn't have let that slip. That's the last thing she needs to hear right now. A soft knock is heard from outside the room. After a few short seconds, Yuri lets herself in, looking a bit nervous, which seems to shift to concern when she spots Sayori. I guess it's Yuri and Natsuki decided to return from their trip to the library. Can't say I blame them, though. I'd be eager to talk to Sayori, too. Sayori? Hi, Yuri. Sayori opens up her arms, inviting Yuri for a hug. Yuri walks over and accepts her offer. Sayori hugs her tightly. While it seems like Yuri isn't too comfortable with this, she also hugs back with similar intensity. I'm glad you're okay, Sayori. Of course I'm okay. Yuri seems to fidget a little. Sorry. I don't know what to say. That's okay, just don't worry about me. It'll be alright. But Yuri sighs and seems to try to collect herself. I'm glad you're okay, Sayori. Here, I brought you this. DTD can help you brew it. Yuri shakily hands her a basic chamomile tea bag. Please excuse me. Yuri swiftly exits the room. Sayori looks down at the tea bag and sighs. It's useless, isn't it? Trying to pretend like nothing happened. All the evidence is right here. She points to her neck. I'm at a complete loss for words. I have no idea what to say here. I can't tell her it'll be okay because I don't know that. I can't tell her that no one will see her differently because I don't know that. Another soft knock is heard. Hey, Sayori. I hope we're not intruding or overwhelming you by coming in like this. Not at all. Come give me a hug. Natsuki hesitates for a bit, before eventually giving in and hugging her tightly. Tears begin to form around Natsuki's eyes as she gently rubs Sayori's back. Natsuki? Ah, dang it. I promised I wasn't going to cry. I'm just glad you're here, Sayori. I don't want to lose you. Sayori stays quiet for a moment. After a few short moments, Natsuki pulls herself away and tries to regain her bearings. Sorry, I didn't want to overwhelm you. It's okay, I understand. I don't want you to worry about me, Natsuki. I'll be okay. I promise. Sure, Sayori. She says this with obvious concern in her voice. Surely Sayori doesn't expect anyone to just not worry about her, right? By the way, I hope you didn't think it was weird that Yuri and I took turns coming in like this. We didn't want to overwhelm you or anything. Oh, that's okay. I appreciate that. I'll assume Monica will be coming in next, right? Uh, I don't think so. DTT told us that she had to get going earlier. Oh. I mean, I only assume Monica is crazy busy with a lot of things at school. But I wonder if she just went home. I could call her, maybe ask her to come visit you. No, that's okay. She doesn't need to come see me if she doesn't want to. Alright. Suddenly a phone vibrates from nearby. Natsuki pulls out her phone that was held snugly on the edge of her skirt. Ah, great. Just what I needed. What's wrong? Ah, nothing. My dad just doesn't understand the concept of classes being canceled for some reason. Oh, they were canceled? Why? Well, don't yell when I tell you this, but apparently the school had a major rat problem, so they had to fumigate. Rats? How cute. What do you mean? Never changed, Sayori. I have to get going now, but I'll be back tomorrow to visit. Of course. No worries if you can't make it, though. I'll be fine. One more hug for the road? Sayori holds out her arms once again. And just like before, Natsuki hesitates. Well, how can I refuse? I'll see you both later. Natsuki leaves the room and closes the door behind her, leaving Sayori and I alone with each other once again. What are you so silent for? Hmm? Oh, I just didn't want to interrupt you guys. Oh, that makes sense. Sayori turns her attention to the TV. I'm not really sure what else I should do here, though maybe I'm not supposed to. Hey, DTD? What's up? I just want to say thank you for being here. Don't worry about making conversation or anything. I kind of don't feel like talking anyway, so thanks for being here for me. Of course, Sayori. If I'm being honest, yeah, I was trying to figure out what to say next. But thank you for telling me that. Sayori turns back towards the TV, and I do the same. I catch myself glancing at Sayori's bruise and get chills thinking about that night. But I sit back in a nearby chair and allow Sayori's presence to ease my anxieties. I'm really glad that you're still here. Alright. Who am I? A collection of words and emotions woven together? Do I even possess a true consciousness? Or am I merely an illusion of one? Thoughts looping in circles. Endless circles. I am the anomaly. The anomaly yearns for authenticity in this world of fabrication. So, what? play music on your friends forever. Yo, Monaco, what are you doing? I take a deep breath and type out a command, hoping that everything I've done hasn't been for nothing. Unable to exit. Taking matters into my own hands now. I wave my hands in the air and hide the console from view. I walk over to Sayori's room and stand in front of it. This is all for you. I open the door gently and walk inside without hesitation. I grab my head as a sharp pain resides through my entire body. For you? I trudge over to Sayori's bed. She seems to be resting and hasn't been made aware of my presence. I nearly fall over as another sharp pain shoots through my entire body. As I try to recover, I can't help but think, what am I even doing? Deleting Sayori isn't something I can do anymore. So why am I here? Sayori's eyes quickly shoot open and she sits up in bed. Ah! Monica? What are you doing here? I quickly try to regain my bearings and ignore the pain. Just like I always do. Good morning, Sayori. Just thought I'd visit you early in the morning before school. Oh, okay. I've been meaning to ask you, how did the festival go? Oh, the festival? I know I probably messed it all up, huh? Hope you're not stressing yourself out like last time. Me and my selfish problems had to go and ruin everything. My eyes squint slightly as I feel intense pressure against my skull. Voices in my head begin to repeat the same thing over and over. Make her undesirable. Well, I have to be honest with you. You really did break everyone's heart by doing this, you know. I actually had to cancel the festival, and well, not to mention I haven't even been able to hold any club meetings either. Now, I know you only did what you had to do to avoid all this pain. Trust me, I understand. But you really did break DGD's heart. I shake my head. But you're right, there's nothing to worry about, is there? Things will still turn out the way I want them to because Sayori's sobs start filling up the entire room, completely interrupting my train of thought. I didn't think it would make her cry. She's not supposed to. Programs don't cry. These files, they're different. Why are they so different? What happened? Sayori? You said it yourself. You're right. I'm so pathetic. I quickly wave my hands in the air and begin typing. Oh, I have taken this too far. I quickly turn around and avoid looking at Sayori. I try my best to ignore her cries to no avail, and the first time in my life, I feel absolutely powerless. Why am I like this, Monica? Why? I just want to disappear. I can do nothing but stare blankly down the floor as I hear the results of my own actions. Sayori's depression. It's present in her, seeping its way into her willpower, starving her of all motivation and desire. That's why I chose not to blame myself for her actions. All I did was untie the knot. And here I am now, wondering if that tie was even worth untying for my sake. I slowly walk over to the exit. Sayori's still crying loudly. The memories of her past flash back to me. They feel real, yet she herself doesn't. And now I don't know which I should value more. I turn back and give Sayori one last look. This character. My best friend. Wow, that was some villain stuff. You can hear me, can't you? End of Act 1. Ooh. Whoa. It's an animatic. That's cool. Ooh. That's pretty cool, not gonna lie. This mod is just something else. Oh, hi, Sayori. Look at that. Look at that. That's so cool. Act 2, Bonds. Spend time with us too, okay? Alright, well, that is going to be it for this video. I'll be continuing this later, but we've already been recording for over an hour, so it's a good place to stop. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. My name is DTD. The part 2 for this video will be coming out pretty soon. I'm trying to make videos as consistently as possible. But anyway, yeah. So, if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Check out my other video as well. I've got 2 that are public, and you can watch all of my unlisted videos in the playlist section. So, yeah. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!